This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Bro. On January 15th, 2009, a potential disaster turns into a heroic display of skill and composure when Captain Sully safely lands the plane he was piloting on New York City's Hudson River. It's after a bird strike caused the engines to fail. David Patterson, who you may not remember, but he was governor of New York at the time, dubbed the incident the Miracle on the Hudson. You may remember this little snip.
Cactus 1529, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
We're going to be in the Hudson.
This is why I like my pilots to complete their flight school training. Yeah. It's just for such an emergency.
Yeah.
What a man. We haven't had a man like that since John Wayne.
Man, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
About a minute after taking off from LaGuardia, U.S. Airways Flight 1549 collided with one of the aviation industry's most threatening foes.
Aliens. Alien spacecraft.
Geese.
Oh, geese.
Crippled by the bird strike, both engines lost power and went quiet. Forcing Captain Sully to make an emergency landing when air traffic controllers instructed the seasoned pilot, seasoned like a cast iron skillet.
Mother Nature versus Sully.
And for nearby Teterboro Airport, he's like, nope, we're going in the Hudson.
Do you remember watching that? I remember I'm like, oh man, it's a terrorist attack. It's happening again. Somebody shot an airplane down.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell was going on.
He told the 150 terrified passengers and 5 crew members on board, brace for pussy.
What?
No, brace for impact, pussy. How about that?
Oh, yeah. See, boy, out of context, that's really interesting. Words. What do? They are important.
90 seconds later, Sully glided the Airbus A320 over the George Washington Bridge and onto the surface of the Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he totally could have hit the George Washington Bridge. That would have been a complete tragedy.
Yeah, right.
It was just like perfect.
The image of those people standing on those wings was just surreal. Mm-hmm. It was just incredible. I was like crapping myself, waiting, like, swim!
Yeah, well, it was only minor injuries too, hypothermia, whatever. One survivor suffered 2 broken legs, but that was it. So I mean, whatever. I'm sure that sucked, but.
Who was our dude in Verona? I forget his name. He was the
co-pilot.
Co-pilot duder.
Skiles, wasn't it?
Skiles.
Oof.
What's he up to?
That recall.
He's still flying? I don't know if he retired.
I don't know either. I think I don't know. Yeah, that was something else, man.
Mm-hmm. I'll put a statue of him in Verona outside of the wine bar. Tootin' Kate's.
Butter statue.
He's such a legend now. He just hangs out and hits on hot broads at Tootin' Kate's in Verona. Just kisses up on all the ladies. You can kiss Pilot Skiles for $5 and money goes to charity.
He does speaking events.
Gotcha. I wonder what he says. Is it a don't? It's not a give up your dreams. It's more of like a
strap it on, dude.
Yeah, kind of a strap it on, be brave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take care of yourself. Step up to the challenge speech. What does he talk about? Just the event, I guess. Just the event. People are just captivated by it.
Look at that mustache.
Yeah. I would, it'd be like talking to a survivor from the Titanic, I guess. If he gave a speech. Sure. I mean, it's a cultural,
Sure.
It's up there. It's one of the big ones.
Let's see here.
I mean, you're talking to, I guess, a chance to meet a legend. Both pilots are legends. If you forget about the flight attendants, though, that got them out of there and did their jobs,
Yeah, it took everybody, man.
I'd like to hug up on one of those flight attendants.
No, thank you.
Down at Tootin' Kate's.
Keep your hands to yourself.
What are you talking about?
No, one of the dudes that survived went back and swam 3.1 miles in the Hudson.
Oh, wow.
With a group of military people, vets, and supporters for a fundraiser that raised money for the Navy SEALs.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of neat. Dave Sanderson. That's pretty cool.
Well, you thought the engines would have hitting the water would have caused more of a problem as just a resistance into the water. Instead of as smooth as that one, unless he
like the floating.
Yeah, just something that would have.
You think it would have
tore a wing off?
Right. Yeah.
Like just super massive resistance hitting and screwing the smoothness of the landing.
I know, but like Sully's smoothness trumped everything.
He overcame the engine resistance.
Right. Damn.
I'd like to fly the next time you got on a plane after that.
Like to be Sully?
Like the lady that was sitting when the door.
Oh. No.
Just...
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I suppose though, wouldn't you be like, well,
the
odds of it happening to me again are pretty small.
Do you have a plane without door plugs? I'd like that. I'd like that plane.
Not the door plug.
There was a website you could go to find out if your plane was a 737 Max, so you could verify you weren't on
had a door plug
on a 7. Yeah.
Door plug fever taking over the nation.
We've removed the access panel so you can see we've securely tightened all of the bolts.
The plane's whole.
We've torqued all of the bolts, but we'd be glad to do it for you again. In flight, we'll retorque. We'll retorque every 20 minutes.
No, ma'am, not twerking.
Not twerking. So, boy, good for him, man. And what was the movie about again? I never saw the movie. They were giving him a hard time about something.
Did they? I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, remember the court scene or the review board?
Oh, Sully was the film.
The NTSB.
I never watched it.
Because they thought he could get to Teterboro or something.
It said I already watched it. Well, I don't remember it that well.
I don't remember it. Yes, because Sully trumps all, dude.
Oh, it was yeah. Mr. Tom Hanks.
Mr. Tom Hanks.
Oh, well, that was in 2016. No wonder why I don't remember how it went.
Right. I think...
Christ almighty. I can't remember a movie ending from that long ago.
I think I don't know how he could have improved on his performance or what what more they could have wanted. I mean, he was losing altitude. Thank God the river was in.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
All right. So, do you have a drone?
I don't.
Yeah.
To get one with a camera on it.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, when they first came out, we got one, and then I gave it to somebody because we never used it. And that is my story with drones.
You gave it away?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. We had one, a buddy of mine had one back when we were out at Foxborough Golf Course years ago. And he wanted to do a drone shot of us hitting our drivers.
Yeah.
So he did it. And then he was flying it around and got stuck in, like, literally the biggest pine tree at Foxborough Golf Course. And we couldn't get it down. Nobody had a ladder big enough. And there it sat. And I still, to this day, I have no idea. It could still be there.
Yeah. It's nestled in there.
Oh, so we...
Well, if I did have a drone, I would probably do what this person's been doing. Someone near Oklahoma City has been using a drone to drop and attach sex toys to streetlights and other hard-to-reach spots. The first sighting was last Wednesday. Someone called the cops about a dildo stuck to the top of a traffic light. It's fantastic.
Is it an alien or a rubber dick?
Is that a camera?
It's a winged dick.
The drone person also put one on the water tower and stuck another to the side of Walmart.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. It's happening in more Oklahoma.
Why is that so funny?
But police are not amused. They don't like sex toys.
Of course not. Well, they do. They have to say they don't like sex toys.
Yeah.
They actually love sex toys.
They put out a statement saying the Moore Police Department does not condone the actions of this individual and finds the prank inappropriate, yet wildly hilarious. No, they're trying to figure out who's doing it. and whether to arrest them or just give them a fine. Come on.
You know, we used to have those little green army men with parachutes on them. We we throw them off the garage roof.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they were little dildo, but they had parachutes on them. They just
you could totally do that.
Be sitting there at a stoplight, and you're over a drone just hovering, like I got this guy's Toyota Land Rover or Land Cruiser or whatever.
Now, sex toys, I don't know if y'all been shopping for sex toys lately.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I suppose if it's the cheaper ones. But, I mean, this sounds like suction-y ones. And those are not cheap.
Yeah. To put them up there, and that's a very particular set of skills. I mean, sit on top of the stoplight.
I know. I'm like, use your skills for good.
Just imagine what they could do.
Do you like a big old rainbow dildy?
That's amazing. I mean, that's inspiring. I'm inspired today. I'm more impressed by how they actually can do that.
Yeah.
And
it's precise piloting.
Unless the sex toy shop is doing drone deliveries and there's a malfunction in the chip or something.
Yeah, they're
It's
definitely big, wiener and ball shaped.
Yeah.
Colorful dildos.
Yeah. And you see those a mile away.
They're not like big, fleshy, veiny ones. You know, they're
They are artsy fartsy. I mean, that one is, anyways.
This counts as an art installation without a doubt.
Yeah.
So they do have. Is Moore, Oklahoma, really the home of Toby Keith?
Oklahoma? I thought probably. I was thinking more like Tim McGraw or
Clinton, Oklahoma.
Oh, Clinton, Oklahoma.
It's Clinton, Oklahoma.
What's his name's down there in Oklahoma from The Voice? What's his name?
Garth Brooks.
Close enough. What makes the difference? Meet you halfway.
Yeah,
Colt Haystack is from Oklahoma. Well, of course he is. How would we know the difference?
That's
so what
right.
do we do? Is there a hotline? Is there something?
No, there's
do we
hotline.
blindfold the children, taking them to the doctor?
Yeah,
what do we do?
right.
Don't look
know.
up. Don't look up.
They're trying to figure out if when they catch them, if they do, are they going to arrest them or put them or just give them a
I see
fine?
what you're saying. Sure.
And I would hope they just. Yeah, is this something you need to be arrested for?
Right. It's
Come
like
on out.
the great dildo bandit of 2024.
Right. Well, he's the dildo dropper.
Oh, the dildo dropper. I
Bandit
suppose.
implies he's stealing them. Yeah.
Dildo man. Dildo drone.
Dildo claws.
Drone. The droney caper. It's pretty hilarious.
It's the opposite of a caper.
Well, true. Well, you're getting away with it. I mean, if they get caught,
sure,
they're gonna be screwed. But
are they? Who's really getting screwed with all these dildos?
you imagine how many times you could throw a dildo with a little suction cup on the bottom of it, or not, just at a like a light post.
Yeah.
Like a lamp,
Right.
or a street light, whatever, and try to get it to land upright.
Oh man, that should be a carnival game.
Are you kidding me? That
you
would
pick
be
anything from the bottom row.
We call that maneuver the dick move. If you can pull it off.
It's like, how many times it's like, remember them sticky hands you'd get as a kid?
Oh yeah.
But then after a while, they would lose their stick.
Yeah.
Is that what happens here too?
Yeah,
they get so many suctions.
Sure, like a strong wind comes up or something.
Right.
God, is that great?
It is pretty great.
Wouldn't it be cool if like a bald eagle came up and started
perching on it?
I've been called to nest and nurture this great dildo until it gives birth to something. I don't know.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
Now, how do you feel about hot air balloons, John?
Betrayed, befuddled, bewildered. Wrong response.
I can't believe they're still illegal, to be honest with you.
The answer is Why are they still in the sky?
Cactus 1529, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
No,
We're going to be in the
we're going to be on the power line.
Yeah. The only way I'm going in a hot air balloon is if Sully's piloting.
Oh, yeah, that would help, actually.
Group of...
With a shirt off. It's warm and
well, this is your fantasy.
Oh,
you go ahead.
Go ahead.
A group of skydivers jumped from a hot air balloon floating over the Arizona desert just moments before it crash landed on Sunday, leaving 4 of its remaining passengers dead, Jim, and another person critically injured. Yeah!
Yeah, we always call it the floating wicker baskets surrounded by fire.
Dude.
Always a good combination.
About 7:50 in the a.m. Is it Eloy, a city about 65 miles south of Phoenix. Came down in a desert area. The aircraft was carrying 13 adults, which seems like a lot for a basket.
Boy, it sure does.
Balloon operator, 4 passengers, and 8 skydivers.
You got to get the wedding party all together in there.
Shortly after all the skydivers completed their planned jump from the aircraft, something catastrophic occurred with the balloon, causing it to crash to the ground.
Oh, wow.
The exact cause of the crash is unknown, but it is a hot air balloon, so that's a big factor. Preliminary information suggests it occurred after the balloon had an unspecified problem with its envelope. Yeah!
Yeah.
I could have told you all that.
Fighting gravity and is surrounded by fire in a wicker basket.
What could go wrong?
Why don't they? And I know that looks romantic and cool and stuff, and for weight, I suppose they use wicker, but why don't you use something a little less flammable?
I don't know. Why are we even using these things?
I don't know.
A witness on the ground told authorities that in the seconds leading up to the impact, the material of the hot air balloon was just straight up and down, and the impact was fairly large. So it didn't have...
Right. It lost its structure, whatever. It just collapsed on itself. God, what a mess. So you either jump to your death or burn to death. Let's see. What do I do? You know what I do? I would break the neck of one of the guys with a parachute if there was one left, and
They all already jumped.
Well, I would jump out and try to piggyback the guy with the parachute.
They were long gone.
They were out.
They were already on the ground running around.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Why are there not parachutes in them?
Yeah, they either hit power lines or they somehow catch on fire or the balloon collapses. Those are your 3 options, I guess.
Yeah. None of y'all seen Wizard of Oz?
And this one just
ain't got no control. Flat
out collapsed, I guess. There's no plan B, I guess. I guess there's no kind of plan B on a jet airliner, so I guess you could say that about a few things. What are your options on a hot air balloon?
To not go on it.
No, I mean once you're up in a I see what you're doing there, but I mean, once I've actually been kidnapped, blindfolded, zip tied, and put into the hot air balloon basket, and forced to go, what happens when it's crashing? It's like rain on your wedding day.
Yeah, you just got to enjoy the view, I guess.
He took that damn balloon ride.
Yeah. And now he's dead, Jim.
He waited his whole damn life to get up in that stupid-ass wicker balloon.
And we told him to do something better with his life than talk about a balloon.
Yeah, God. It's like if you were in Phoenix and you see 20 balloons go over your head, you're like, statistics say one of those are going to catch on fire.
I know, right?
These numbers do not lie. I'm not going in there.
I know.
No. You couldn't.
There's way.
No amount of money would get me into a hot air balloon. And I know the people that live say they're quite romantic and nice.
If you live, it's nice. Right. Yeah, sure. I get it.
Yeah, there's no rope ladder. There's really nothing. Landing on water would help, I guess, a little bit. Unless the balloon collapses and you're going 80 miles an hour into the water.
Yeah.
What do they call that? When you hit your maximum speed.
Terminal velocity?
Terminal velocity, I think. When the air resistance slows you down.
I did watch a thing on. Was it the I should be dead show? It was one of those. I feel like, and it was a person falling from the sky. I can't exactly remember why, if they were a skydiver or what.
Yeah.
But so the key, you have to starfish yourself to land flat. And
yeah. Right.
Have your chin up.
Spread your impact out.
Not like your head ain't gonna hit the ground when you impact, but it helps if you have your chin up.
No, I do a lot of neck workouts.
Yeah. At the gym,
There's a machine.
I just put the rope on my head.
My neck is 3 times as big as my leg, so it should be okay. It's the only thing I work on.
Dude, when people ask what I'm training for, quicksand, randomly starting on fire,
yes.
and surviving falling from a high distance without a parachute.
Right.
You don't know what I'm training for.
Think of the technology of the wicker balloon. Hasn't changed really for 1,000 years. It's still that stupid flammable basket.
Yeah.
What's changed? Okay, so you got a chaser car. You probably get it home quicker.
You know what?
That's changed.
I have an idea.
Get back to your car quicker.
After you get 3 DUIs, your only way you can get anywhere is by hot air balloon.
Oh, I like that. I'll quit drinking. I swear to God, I'll quit drinking.
Don't make me take the hot air balloon.
I will never drink another.
That's right.
That'll stop him cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
We're a Solutions morning show.
Hi, how's it going?
So you're saying you would Keanu Reeves it out of a hot air balloon to land on Patrick Swayze and put a gun to his head to pull the parachute?
Oh, dude, that was such a great scene. It was.
So
they landed in water, not over the desert.
Yeah. Talk about the male ego at play, dude.
Never seen anything more believable in my life.
2 guys with secret parachute boners just hugging it out all the way into the lake.
Yeah.
No one notices us grinding
If
in
Keanu
midair.
and Patrick can do that, then anybody can.
I said, are they grinding on each other in that scene, or am I crazy?
Or am I just wishing they would?
Hey, man.
It's why he was hollering saying, do it, just before they splatted.
We wouldn't be talking.
And Patrick would be like, no way, man, I'm not doing it. You are.
We wouldn't be talking like this if Patrick Swayze was alive. Too much respect. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's true.
We wait till he's dead to do it.
Too soon for this homoerotic talk. Can a couple of guys jump out of a plane and grind on each other on the way down to the
100% you can.
Stop judging.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, so you know how sometimes you'll be driving along, toot, 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 driving, woo, and then you see those signs from the DOT, and it'll be like, flex lane closed.
Uh-huh.
Or it'll be like, put your phone down, you dummy, anything like that, right? Well, sometimes they're funny stuff.
They had the Christmas one was Life was Fragile. Don't speed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to giggle.
Yeah.
Dad jokes.
Right. Yeah, they had, for May the 4th be with you, they had Star Wars references and yada, yada, yada. Well, the government doesn't like jokes.
Oh, shut her down.
Federal government is ordering states to stop putting funny messages on highway signs.
Because we've solved all the other problems. Yeah. Fixed everything. What's left? Oh, yeah. We are quite the creatures, aren't we?
Yeah.
No.
My God. Let me see. Peter Griffin said it best.
Government sucks at doing stuff.
Anyway, normally the signs say things like buckle up or don't drink and drive. Well, not in Wisconsin. Anyway, studies have shown that messages include humor or pop culture references. They can be good because you're more likely to remember them, right?
Right. Sure.
Right. Some states are even letting people submit their own ideas for the highway signs. Look at that, getting involved.
Getting involved.
No.
Was one camp in the woods, not in the left lane
Yes.
or whatever, something like that.
Yes.
See, I remember them.
Look at you.
Well, there was one coming up out of Middleton that I'd always see in the morning
Yeah.
for some reason, and it's gone. Whatever. Maybe it was that a campaign? They just run them for a while, and then they pull them out?
So, yeah.
All right.
Well, the Department of Transportation is like, no. This is dangerous because they take longer to read and they are causing crashes because of distracted driving and they confuse people.
Star Wars.
For example, officials in Ohio got calls a few years later when they posted a message for Christmas that said, "Life is fragile. Drive safe."
There it is. I remember. Now, if you're driving across Indiana, that's the most exciting thing you'll see for hours.
Well, not if you don't understand. It's a reference to a Christmas story.
You got to pull over. It's a riddle. Think, man.
Dude.
You're calling the DOT. Look, I have questions. Click.
Like, I'm sorry. If I didn't understand it, I would just keep driving.
Yeah, boy, it would not wreck my day if I saw something about zombies and speed limits.
The feds recently updated their 1,100-page manual and said states have 2 years.
You know,
2 years of joking.
You know what's distracting is that a lawyer that looks like Jason Stone. What's his name? He's bald. He's got sunglasses on.
Oh, Nicolay.
Now let's talk about distraction on billboards.
Yeah. Well,
You're always looking up at billboard trying to read the fine print, going, what now? Water park deal? What's going on?
yeah, that Nicolay fella. Well, and he's all the way up, like when you're going to like Somerset and stuff.
Is he up north?
Oh yeah, it's on all those billboards up there. And then now he's encroached into our territory.
Oh.
Just fine. Come on down. He does not look like the sign makes him look, though.
Oh, that's not even close.
Yeah, he looks less intimidating in real life.
Yeah, the billboard looks
No
like it's
offense.
just a very, just like a boring mugshot.
He looks like a cool guy, and hey, that guy's cool. Anyway,
Give me the bald guy on the phone.
here, I'm gonna read you some of these, and then we can go over distracting billboards.
Okay, distracting billboard.
So here's some of the best highway messages
Okay.
over the years. Now, don't get used to these because they're going away, right? Tailgating is for football, not highways.
Yeah. Don't camp.
This one's for you. What's worse than pineapple on a pizza? A car wreck. Visiting in-laws, slow down. Get there late.
That's true.
That one's funny.
I've had both of those, and pineapple is worse. I'm telling you right now.
Get your head out of your apps. I like that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
juicy.
Cousin Eddie says Twitter's full. Put down the phone.
Oh, that's really good.
Don't be a stinker. Use your blinker. Does your blinker not work or what? Turn the signals. Turn signals. The original instant message. Those are just very.
Well, you got to be quick too, because you don't have that many. You don't have that much space.
Yeah. Santa sees when you're speeding. Baby Yoda uses the Force but still needs a car seat. I mean, these are fine.
Sure.
Don't drive Star Spangled Hammered. I'm sure somebody was offended by
That's
that.
super good.
100 is the temperature, not the speed limit. Yeah. I don't.
That's super good.
God forbid we have any humor in our mundane lives.
Right.
You know, they just want us to be these worker bees that get up, get ready, go to work, no joy, pay your bills, clock out, claim bankruptcy due to medical debt, blah, 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 blah.
And this was, is this one individual's fault, problem? They don't see the humor? What?
No, it appears to be the entire Department of Transportation, which is weird because they're
I guarantee you somebody tried using it as an excuse to get out of a speeding ticket.
something.
I guarantee you some jackwagon. I was reading the sign and sorry I plowed into that Amish family. Bah.
Well, we don't need to bring the Amish into this.
Well, part of the problem.
To the balloon.
To the death balloon. You can either have the electric chair or get into a hot air balloon. Which one do you want? We'll take the electric chair. Well, they're both called the electric chair, so get in there. Yeah, what do you think of the signs? Let me see here now. All right, let me take an instant Johnny Danger radio poll.
Oh, these are always successful.
Very, very, very top secret. Hello?
See that guy behind you? He's trying to grind you.
What? Oh, yeah. No, don't add. Don't add.
Patrick Swayze.
You know, when you see a vanity license plate,
Yes.
you're kind of always trying to figure those out. I mean, that's distracting.
Yeah.
Why don't you take away vanity plates? I mean, you could go right down the rabbit hole with this.
Yeah. I saw one that was like on my way.
I like to read my car magazines driving to work. What are you going to do? Cancel my subscriptions?
Yeah.
Sissies.
There was a license plate I saw, and it was like going to F your ma. I can't remember how it went.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
It was like
No, somebody.
and I like the one it was CHO space CHOC space LIT. So it's either chocolate or chocolate.
Okay. Okay.
Gonna get all up in chocolate. Like,
Oh,
what?
dude, that's like going on. That's like the elk hunt.
Right.
Yes,
know,
that is like going on. That is not her name on La Movida. She's actually elk hunt. It's unbelievable.
Yep. It's like getting knighted.
Hi, how's it going?
Your jokes aren't funny, you dumb bunny.
I don't write them. The guy at the dot writes it. Hi, how's it going?
Hi,
Hi. What's up?
is this JJO?
It is, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. What's going on?
Hey, I got I saw it last week, an AT&T truck. All three sides were an LCD screen, like a TV.
Oh, wow.
Just shining.
For
Like,
real.
that is distracting.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's super distracting.
Never seen that before. You mean like a UPS truck or something? What?
No, like, it must have been some sort of, like, service truck. You know?
Oh.
Like, just driving around the neighborhood. But
So-
it was late, like 5 o'clock, so it was getting dark.
Sure. So
It was just
right,
so
you're-
bright. I mean, oh, my God.
what was it scrolling? Like a were they selling you something? What was it doing?
Well, yeah, there were advertisements. There were still images. You know, it wasn't like a TV moving,
Okay.
but they were changing every 20 seconds
Yeah.
or so, 10 seconds.
There you go.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that should be.
So you know that big rolling billboard that you see driving around Madison all day, just burning gas?
Yeah.
That rolling billboard, towable billboard, and it was for a jeweler. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name
that
of it.
too.
Didn't work that well, I guess. But anyways, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what do you do with billboards? I mean, why? They don't
Everything's
want to be
fine.
state sponsored. They
Right.
don't want they don't want to be on the hook
Right.
for somebody plowing somebody over and be on the hook for.
Because they're trying to figure out what fragile means.
They don't know what some old lady doesn't know what fragile is, path blind,
Yeah.
off her medication,
Right.
and is going to plow into the cornfield.
Right. I don't under. It feels like a non-issue, but I understand why government's doing what government's doing, which is essentially making it look like it's doing something.
You know what? The sign says fragile, but the old lady that's got an eye condition. What's a common old person eye condition?
Glaucoma.
She's got it. Sign says fragile. Grandma comes up with her glaucoma and thinks it says summer sausage. Exit here. And then grandma exits and gets lost in the middle of Wisconsin. And then they find her frozen to death 3 days later.
Yeah, but she took the exit with the cheese and the dildos, so she nailed it.
God works in mysterious ways.
It certainly does.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.